talk to you about cleaning products. First, I want to show you my shirt. Lavender is the gateway oil, and on the back, it's the Seed to Seal emblem. My girlfriend Melissa made this for me. I can get you one made if you want one. Let's talk about cleaning. So, cleaning is actually the reason that I joined Young Living. I had a baby and wanted some cleaning products, some clean cleaning products, some green cleaning products in my house. I started to read and research and found out that even the things that were marketed as green alternatives weren't necessarily so. If anybody doesn't mind, will you let me know if I look sideways to you or up and down? Because I've got my phone sideways. Anyway, so I got my kit, I got my thieves cleaner, and I started taking steps right away to try to ditch the things in my home that were causing concern and replace it with a alternative. So I tried several recipes that didn't necessarily work for me. I'm not saying it's just a presto changeo thing. It does take baby steps, and it does take some trial and error. But I've been doing it for almost 4 years now, so I feel pretty confident to share my tips with you guys. So when I say ditch and switch and I say our cleaning products are toxic, what am I talking about? Like what makes it toxic and what is actually bad for our body? So there is a resource I want to tell you guys about called the Environmental Working Group. So you can go to ewg.org, and on their website they have a cleaning guide, a guide for safe cleaners. In there you can by keyword search any of your current products that you have in your house. So I printed off a couple. Here's one for Pledge, Lemon Pledge Wipes. I'll let you see that. So I've highlighted there. So this is a grade. This is an A through F grading system. It completely fails for safety. As you can see, it is high in asthma and respiratory concern, and also high concern for cancer. Can you see that? And then the report breaks down even further. It tells you that there are preservatives in it, which makes it a high concern for cancer. It breaks down all of the ingredients in the cleaner and tells you what the concern is with them and gives each of them a letter grade so that you can be an educated consumer and make your own decision about that. So that is for the Pledge cleaning wipes. I also printed one for Clorox cleanup. You see there's no cancer concern for that necessarily, but high developmental and reproductive toxicity and high asthma concern there. And then the last one I'm going to show you right now is for Febreze. Who loves Febreze? I know, I used to use a ton of it, but I've made some notes here. Look, so it has moderate concern for asthma and respiratory problems. So think about that. We're spraying this all over our house. We're spraying our curtains with it. We're spraying our linens, our air, whatever. And think about that for babies or for children whose respiratory system is still developing. Think about that for elderly people who, their bodies aren't running like they used to. Think about it for people who already have asthma or emphysema or anything like that where their respiratory system is already compromised. And think about what your Febreze is doing for those people. So it's more than just something that smells good. It has ingredients in it that we need to be aware of. It's also a moderate concern for developmental and reproductive toxicity. So I was, every time I saw that flag, my mama alert was going off because I have a little baby that is developing, and as a pregnant mom, you're worried about your reproductive health. And so these things that we're cleaning with around our house, they're not great, and there's a better alternative. So let me tell you what I did. Okay, so you guys have heard about the thieves cleaner by now, right? Here's the way Young Living sells it. There's a large bottle and a smaller bottle. So this is 14.4 fluid ounces. If you have a wholesale account with Young Living, this is $22. This is 64 fluid ounces. If you have a wholesale account with Young Living, it's $85.25. So that breaks down. We use maybe an ounce in our spray bottles, usually less. So it breaks down to about $1 to $2 per bottle. We're going to put it in something, hold on, like this. So I have Here in this heavy cleaning one, I've used 3 capfuls of this. So it has 1 ounce of Thieves Cleaner concentrate and the rest is water. And then this is my lighter version that just has 1 capful and water. So I use this one for like mirrors, glass, things like that, and this for pretty much everything else, dirty kitchen jobs, bathtub, stuff like that. You also can just use the concentrate on its own. You can pour a capful of it into your laundry. You can put it in your dishwasher, like instead of rinse aid or something like that. I use it just in place of both laundry detergent and dishwashing detergent whenever I'm low on those things, and it works great. Sometimes you might want to use the Thieves Cleaner concentrate just straight. So I just put a spray bottle top right into the concentrate. I hardly ever use this, but I do break it out for laundry stains and really sticky messes, which I had one yesterday, and I'll post a picture of it in the comments. I was so happy to have my Thieves. So this is what you see in my cleaning cabinet, usually. The concentrate, the spray, the concentrate with the spray on top of it, a heavy diluted and a light diluted. And then this is just Thieves Cleaner with some added oils, and whatever my purpose is, I just make a special blend. So a lot of times, like if I'm using it to mop, I'll put a little rosemary in there, or since it is bug season and I'm trying to keep those out of my house, I'll put a little citronella into my special blend and use it for just spraying the borders of my home, air freshening, mopping, all those kinds of things, and it keeps the critters away. So I love to add citronella, maybe some joy, just because that's a nice scent. You know, before I switched everything, I used all kinds of different scents in my cleaning, and I loved it. That was part of what made cleaning fun. So as much as I love the smell of Thieves, sometimes I just want something a little different. So I'll just put a few drops of a different scent in there, maybe some eucalyptus, joy, you can do whatever you want. Okay, so let me give you a few specific things that I do whenever I'm cleaning. If I want to clean my tub, I just sprinkle it with baking soda, and then I put a few drops of lemon oil on top of that sprinkled baking soda, and I just use a washcloth or a light scrub and scrub all around the bathtub. It is great. It gets the ring off, it gets everything off that is needed. And then I usually will just give it a wipe out with my Thieves Cleaner, just because it smells good, and I like that I know that that Thieves Cleaner does a good job on actually cleaning and killing things. For the toilet, I will sometimes, if it needs a good cleaning, I'll put a little bit of baking soda in it. I'll put a capful of Thieves, and then I'll put a little bit of vinegar. And the vinegar and the baking soda fizzes up. So I close the lid and I let it just bubble and do its thing with some Thieves in there. You can also maybe do a drop of purification or something like that if you want it to smell good. And then I give it a little light scrub. So I am not missing any of my old conventional cleaning products. I have a solution for everything that I need. Air freshener for the restroom. So you can just get you a little spray bottle, fill it with water, and put a squirt of witch hazel or vodka in there. Those help disperse the oils in the water, since oils and water separate. So it's going to have water, witch hazel, and then just a few drops of something that would be odor repelling. So of course a favorite for that is purification, which does come in that starter kit as well. And that is a great little bathroom spray. So you can spray it right into the toilet, you can spray it in the air, you can spray it on linens, whatever. If you don't have that by you, you can just simply drop a couple drops of the purification in the toilet before or after. And it kind of works like, you remember that product Poo-Pourri? So it works like that. It just eats up any odors. So those are some great swaps that we can use, safe alternatives. Let's talk about laundry for a second. This is the Thieves Laundry Detergent Concentrate. It only needs to be filled this full. So it works in high efficiency or regular washers. If you do have a high efficiency washer, it gives you 64 loads. So I broke that down. This is $28.75 if you have a wholesale account. You get 64 loads from it, so that's 45 cents a load. So it does a great job on laundry. It is a good stain remover. I always feel like my clothes are fresh and clean. It doesn't really have a strong scent, so there's not a lot of scent left on my clothes, but that's okay with me. I've grown to know that scent is not always equals clean and healthy. So this is all we use now in our laundry, and I have a member who uses a lot of this and has a septic tank, and she really likes it. It's safe for her septic tank too. If you do need a little extra boost, you can always put an extra capful of your Thieves Cleaner concentrate. I like to do that sometimes for sheets or towels. Either that or a couple drops of your purification in your laundry. That also works great for sheets and towels and just stinky loads, maybe ball uniforms, stuff like that. For stain removing, I'll use my Thieves concentrate with a spray on it and just spray that stain right out. It's great. I'll post some pictures in the comments of stains we've removed. You can also use a little bit of lemon oil. Be careful because you might turn a white shirt yellow, so you have to tread carefully with this, but lemon is a phenomenal stain remover, especially anything sticky. Living the oily lifestyle, you often get oil stains on your clothes, not from the essential oils, but from the carrier oils that you're using with your essential oils. So I've learned the trick that if you have coconut oil or something like that on your clothes, you can use some chalk, just white, regular chalkboard chalk, and color all over that oil stain, and it draws that oil out, and then you wash it. Lemon oil is, like we said, good for sticky messes, good for stains. I've gotten Sharpie off of our woodwork in our house with it before, and it's really good for cleaning up the white parts of your tennis shoes. Just go do something with your lemon. If you have lemon today, put a few drops of it on a washcloth and clean a spot that you thought you would never get clean, and I bet you will see some improvement with your lemon oil. Carpet deodorizer. Again, just the baking soda and some oils, your choice of oils. I really like purification for this task. I really like citronella again when I'm looking to keep the bugs away. In the fall, you might want warmer scents, like you can put some Thieves in there, or some cinnamon, or some nutmeg, if you're trying to scent your house like fall. So it's so fun. With your oils, you have hundreds of scents that you can use for your cleaning products. So it's so simple. Don't get overwhelmed by feeling like you're having to ditch the things you're used to and completely replace it, because it really just takes a few ingredients. You need baking soda, you need Thieves, maybe a little vinegar. I don't break it out that often. That's what we were trying to use before we found Thieves, when I wanted to go non-toxic, and it just doesn't smell very good. So my husband was like, we gotta find something else. So he loved it when I brought Thieves home. So you just need these things and some oils, you guys. I also use the dish soap regularly for stains or jobs that just need like that soapy feel to it, that if you need to set something up a little bit. So the carpet deodorizer, like I said, I think you've seen me make it before. I just put the baking soda in here, and probably in a jar this size, this is a large pickle jar, like 20 drops of oil or something like that. And you mix it all up in there real good and let it sit for a little while so it really disperses. And then you sprinkle it out across your carpet and try to let it sit for a little while. And then when you vacuum, it just like diffuses that into the air, and it smells so fresh. You can also put some oils on cotton balls and put it in your vacuum canister for another just diffusing effect while you clean. So I know that before I started Young Living, I used to love cleaning days where I got to light candles all over my house and then start cleaning. That was like what made it fun. And now we do a different way, and it's just as fun. So, oh good, I'm glad you like your carpet deodorizer, Krista. Good, Carla, you know the chalk trick.